Should you wear hiking boots or hiking shoes? Should that footwear be waterproof or ventilated? And what are the best kind of socks to wear? Let's go through common outdoor shoe styles and help you learn which ones are right for you. Outdoors, when you're hiking or backpacking, footwear has 4 jobs. Those 4 jobs are traction, stability, protection, and keeping your feet dry. Let's talk through each of those 4 things and learn how different types of footwear provide those merits differently. Let's talk about traction. Look at these hiking shoes from Adidas. See these big, giant omnidirectional lugs? I mean, you can see that on a loose surface or a slippery surface like mud, that stuff's just gonna dig in and you're gonna have a solid place to walk. Now, traction also comes from the compound of rubber used. A lightweight athletic shoe like this one is gonna have a really soft rubber compound that's gonna provide really extraordinary traction on wet rocks, on wood, on grass, things like that, but it's also gonna wear out really fast. Whereas a burlier boot like this Salomon is gonna have a little stiffer, harder, longer lasting rubber compound. It's still gonna provide really good traction. It might be a little more slippery on a hard surface, but it's also gonna last longer if you're going on a very long trip or buying a boot to use really regularly outdoors. You might wanna consider buying a harder sole. Let's talk about stability. A lot of people think the stability is provided by the tall upper, tightly wrapping your ankle. That is not the case. Stability is provided by your footbed and how well it supports and allows your foot to splay out. And now, this is a high quality $40 insole from Superfeet. I put these in all my boots that are designed to accommodate them. And this is an orthopedically designed device that it just firmly supports all elements of your foot evenly. And again, allows your toes to splay out. And this is what creates stability in a high quality hiking boot. Compare that to the insole and the Salomons. And this thing costs a couple pennies. It's thin as can be, it's just foam. And even though both the Salomons and the Loas are equivalent height, the Loas are so much more stable because I have them fitted with this high quality aftermarket footbed instead of this cheap, couple cents of foam. If the tall upper on a hiking boot like these Salomons doesn't provide support, what is its job? It's protection. Now, protection doesn't just come for your ankle. It also needs to come for the sole of your foot. And in a proper trail runner, somebody designed to go across rocks and sharp logs and sticks and things, I can't show you this on the outside of the shoe, but in here inside the sole is a rock plate. And it's just a thin plastic panel that prevents any sharp objects from coming in and really uncomfortably bruising the sole of your foot. Now, the last job that footwear has is to keep your feet dry. If it's raining and water's pouring down my legs, a low-cut shoe like this is gonna allow water to get inside. And what these give you, there's no waterproof membrane, there's a lot of ventilation, is these let the water get out. And so the mechanical action of my foot working in these and the heat that my foot generates is gonna actively push the water out as I walk. And so if I walk through a stream in these and keep going, a mile later my foot's gonna be totally dry. Where these work is as part of a system for wet or winter weather. If it's snowy out, if I'm going outdoors in persistent rain, I will wear a tall, waterproof boot, but I will make sure that I wear heavily water resistant or waterproof pant that covers the entire top of this boot's upper and connects the shoe in some fashion, or I'll wear a gaiter. And that's gonna lock out any environmental moisture from coming in the top of this boot and then staying there because the waterproof membrane keeps it in. And now what if you're hiking in like a hot, dry desert environment like Southern California? In those places, it's really common to get little bits of stone and sand and stuff down inside your shoe, and it's just painful and irritating, and you have to stop every couple miles and pull your shoe off and empty it out. If you're hiking in places like that, consider a sock fit hiking shoe. This nice soft upper just tightly wraps your ankle and keeps out any debris. It's like a built-in gaiter that you don't have to worry about remembering. If I'm going on a backpacking trip and I know my feet are probably gonna get wet either from rain or in a stream, I go ahead and I carry a camp shoe. These are an ultra light Croc. These only weigh a couple ounces. They're made from closed cell foam, so they're utterly impervious to the weather. They cannot soak up any water. They dry immediately. I clip these to the outside of my pack. And then when I get to camp, if I have wet feet, I take off my shoes, I set them somewhere dry where they can dry out overnight, and I put these on. And to make these work really well, I also carry a dedicated pair of camp socks. I'm only gonna wear these in camp. I'm not gonna let them get wet on the trail at all. I'm gonna throw these on, I'm gonna have dry feet in camp and have happy feet all night long. I'm gonna sleep better, I'm gonna be more comfortable, my feet are gonna be dry, less blister prone, less injury prone. This is just a really smart thing to carry. And now for all of my active pursuits outdoors, I swear by these Icebreaker Hike Light Crew socks. They're a really thin, high quality merino blend. They're warm when it's 15 degrees. They're cool when it's 105 degrees. I've never gotten a blister in these things. If my feet get wet and I'm wearing a ventilated shoe, I just keep walking and my feet are dry within a mile when I have these on. Buy some of these, I swear by them. Icebreaker Hike Light Crews. I hope that this video has given you the ability to make those choices on your own, because the shoes that work for you are gonna be unique to you.